Hi friends, I'm Archana Sudevan and I'm doing B.Ed at Mark Theophilus Training College, Nalanjara. So now I'm here to take up the seminar topic which was given to me as a part of B.Ed curriculum for the semester 2. The topic which I've got for the seminar presentation is informal learning context. So what is actually an informal learning context? As the name suggests, informal, that is, which is not a formal learning. So informal learning takes place outside the classroom, and through experiences and instances, the children will be able to enhance their learning process, especially for the science one. Some of the examples where informal learning actually takes place include parks, museums, historical monuments, playgrounds, quizzes, fair, exhibition, etc. So now let's see each one of the examples, how it get benefited to the children on their learning process. So first we can see the example parks. So parks are actually the open spaces which is meant for recreational purpose. And how do parks benefit children in their learning capacity or enhancing the learning ability in them? So first of all, the students will be getting a direct experience with the nature. And secondly, they'll be feeling a sense of oneness or self-belongingness towards the nature. And it also offers the students to engage in the informal learning which is experimental in nature and also sharing their concepts and ideas along with their peers. So now second example is museums. Museums are the place which is already filled with objects, ideas and stories. And how do we benefit the children? It is an effective way of learning history or what and all have been taken part in our natural world. It also facilitates a variety of cognitive learning skills that includes mainly the divergent thinking skills, then experiencing the natural world in front of them. So much of voluntary learning will be taken from the part of the students. Next is playground. So we all know that children are expert at play, and on playing what happens is that it is not just a physical exercise which is getting for the students or the children, but rather most other facts are also included via play. So it enhances the skills of cooperative, collaborative learning. It helps the students or the children to improve their communication, improve their sharing mentality and empathizing with the others who are coming across them. It also enables the students to cope up with all the challenges which are facing and all the tasks which are provided in front of them. And again, talking about the games, they'll be more creative on thinking about how we could be able to create new gaming methods and play methods for their further play. Also, finally, we can say that playing not at all, it is physically good, but also for mental and also social well-being of making a child to a social human being, a good person. Next, the historical monuments. The historical monuments are actually a rich source of history. So it is actually a sense of wonder for all those who is visualizing a particular monument, and it creates a curiosity among the students, and thereby they'll be more interested in learning the history which is connected to that particular monument. And also it can influence the architectural design of a particular monument, thereby increasing a student's creative thinking, the architectural structuring, designing, etc. And also it makes the students aware of the Indian culture, the heritage behind our past regions and seasons and the years over these years, and more motivated will be the children to even know about the other monuments too. So the next example on the basis of informal learning contest is a very important one as a part of learning science. It is planetariums. So planetariums are actually the learning environments which has got a theatrical effect, and there is a recorded programs which is showing up all the celestial navigation which will be including the earth, stars, etc., and thereby visualizing the space as a whole in front of one's eyes. So this opportunity makes the students to visualize a whole of the space in front of them, and thereby arousing the curiosity in the minds of the students to study more effectively and more interestingly about the space. So the next and the last one under informal learning contest is ANERT. ANERT is an agency for non-conventional energy and rural technology. Once again, agency for non-conventional energy and rural technology. So it mainly focuses upon the sustainability of small scale industries in the rural area, and also it talks about the conservation and preservation of our nature, along with focusing upon the deforestation effects and what and all we can do in order to the cause effects and the ill effects that is faced upon these deforestation is by only through reforestation or afforestation. So this is all about my seminar topic. So I have dealt it with the informal learning contests and have gone through so many examples: parks, historical monuments, museums, planetarium, playgrounds, and ANERT. So hope that you have got some idea regarding this informal learning contest. So thank you so much.